Good morning, dear students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed that what is measurement and what is the need of measurement and what are the types of standard. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss methods of measurement and what are the levels of measurement. So let's first of all discuss the methods of measurement. So there are two methods of measurement. First is the direct one, and second one is the indirect one. In the direct one, what we do to measure something, just we compare the quantity that is to be measured with a standard quantity. For example, if you want to measure the length, if you want to measure the length of a line, then what you will do, then you have to put the scale on that line, you will get the measurement. So this is a direct measurement in which you will measure the length in terms of any unit, either in centimeter, either in millimeter, either in meter. In the same way, the measurement of weight by using this beam balance, measurement of weight by using the beam balance. So in the direct measurement, it means there is no need of mathematical calculation. We get the result directly by comparing with the standard one. Okay. Next is indirect method. In the indirect method, what we do, let us take an example of area measurement of a triangle. So for the area measurement of a triangle, what we have to do, we know the, we should have to know the height of the triangle and the base of the triangle. And we know that the area is given by half base into height. So we can determine the area of the triangle with the help of half base into height. It means it is using the mathematical calculation. What we have to measure? We have to measure the height first, the width of the base, and then put these values, that is the width and the height, in mathematical relationship, and we will get the area. So this type of measurement is called as indirect measurement. In indirect measurement, what we have to do, we will have to measure the various parameters directly, and then we have to put these measured separate several parameters in the mathematical relationship, like in the case of area. As in the case of measurement of density, we have to measure the mass and we have to measure the volume, and we will put the value, both the mass and volume, in density formula. If you want to measure the angle with the help of sine bar is a tool that is used to measure the angle, and it follows the principle of sine. So what is the formula of sine? Sine theta is equals to perpendicular over hypotenuse. So this is also using the mathematical formula to calculate angle. So it is also an indirect measurement. So in direct measurement, what we have to do, we are comparing the quantity which is to be measured with the help of standard directly. And in indirect, we have to measure the quantity separately, and then we have to put the quantity which is measured separately in a mathematical calculation to do the further measurement. Okay. So these are the types of methods of measurement. I think it is clear to you. Next is level of measurement. Next is what? Level of measurement. So level of measurement are of three types. First one is the primary measurement. Second one is the secondary measurement. And third one is the tertiary measurement. In the primary measurement, what is primary measurement? What is secondary measurement? What is tertiary measurement? I will explain you in detail. So first we will talk about primary measurement. So in primary measurement, what is happening? We are directly comparing the things. Like in the case of length, we put the scale and we will directly get the length. In weight, measuring of weight by beam balance, we will put the weight and we will directly get the weight. So this type of measurement is called as primary measurement. It means it involves direct measurement. It involves direct measurement. And there is no translation of signal. For example, translation of signal means if we have to measure the pressure, then that pressure is converted into the displacement on a pointer and scale. So you will get the direct value of pressure with the help of displacement. So there is a conversion of signal from pressure signal to the displacement signal. But in the primary measurement, there is no need of translation of signal. It involves direct measurement, matching of two length. If you want to know that which length is bigger or smaller, so you need to compare two length. Then Matching of two colors. If there are two colors and you want to tell you that by viewing the color that which one is more hot. So the more red hot body is having the more temperature. So this is only the direct observation. So this is the example of primary measurement. Now, in the similar way, there is a one more measurement, that is secondary measurement. In the secondary measurement involves two signals. It involves two signals. For example, force to displacement. Force to displacement. So these are the two signals. One is force and second one is displacement. And it needs one translation. It means force is converted into displacement. So there is one translation only. Force to displacement. There are two signals. One is force and one is displacement. And there are single translation, that is force to displacement. Okay. So in this diagram, in this PPT, I have shown you a spring balance, diagram of spring balance, which contains spring, pointer, light weight and hook. On the hook, we will place the weight which we have to measure. And that force is converted into displacement with the help of a spring. The spring get deflected and you will get the value of force. So in this way, force is converted into displacement. Pressure change into length on a Borden gauge tube. Okay, so this type of measurement is called as secondary measurement, in which the conversion of signal from one signal, that is force, or any other quantity to other signal, that is length, and only one translation, that is force to displacement or pressure to force. So these are pressure to displacement. So there is only one translation. Okay, like in the case of beam balance that I have shown you. Next and the last level of measurement is tertiary measurement. Last is tertiary measurement. In tertiary measurement, what happened? There are three signals. There are three signals and double translation. For example, let us take in variable example, like there is x, y, and z. So we have to measure x. So x is converted in first y, and y is then converted to z, and then it is giving the value of measurement. And translation is what? X to y and y to z. So there are two translations. So measurement containing the three signals and two translation is called as tertiary measurement. Example is temperature measured by thermocouple. Thermocouple is a device that is used to measure the temperature. There is a block diagram of thermocouple which I have shown you. That first block is object. So thermocouple is attached to the object whose temperature is to be determined. Then from the object, which signal goes to the thermocouple, that is temperature. That is the primary signal. So first thermocouple, temperature goes to thermocouple. Then thermocouple is attached to a voltmeter. Thermocouple is attached to a voltmeter. Thermocouple is a device that based on Seebeck effect. That is, temperature is converted into voltage, and then it is calibrated in terms of temperature. So object which thermocouple, temperature from the object is detected by the thermocouple, and then the wire of thermocouple is attached to the voltmeter. So temperature, voltmeter, what voltmeter gives you? Voltmeter gives you voltage. So temperature, and then you will get voltage. So there is one translation, temperature to voltage. After in voltmeter, if you see that there is a scale and there is a pointer. There is a scale and there is a pointer. The voltage detected by the voltmeter is shown you by the help of pointer and scale. So what is happening in this? With the help of voltage, this pointer get deflected and you will get the reading. So what this pointer is doing? This pointer is moving, showing you the displacement. So then voltage is converted into displacement. And with this last displacement, you will read the value of the temperature. So there are three signals in this: temperature, voltage, and then displacement. Okay. And how many translation? Translation are from temperature to voltage and voltage to length. It is the motion of the pointer on the scale. Is it clear to you? And if you have any problem, I will take a lecture on Zoom, so you can ask question related to this video. So from these things, that is the methods of measurement and levels of measurement. we came to know that one of the important thing that we need in measurement is the measuring instrument. What we need for the measuring instrument. So now we will going to discuss some measuring instruments. So first we will discuss the classification of measuring instrument. So classification of measuring instrument is as follows. First one is null and deflection instrument. Null and deflection instrument. So in this null type instrument, what is happening? There is a zero or null deflection indicating the magnitude of measured quantity. Okay. Uh, Let us take an example of beam balance. What is happening here? There is a pen on which we put the standard mass, and there is another pen in which we will do not put anything. So what will happen? This arm will get deflected in this direction, like this. ये ऊपर की तरफ बेटा डिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगा जब हम यहाँ वेट रखेंगे. ठीक है. अब हमको मेजरमेंट कैसे मिलेगा? नाउ वी हैव टू पुट द इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ वेट ऑन दिस पेन टू बैलेंस द कंडीशन. And when we put the weight of equal amount according to the standard on this pen, then what will happen? This fulcrum achieves the zero reading. It means it is the balancing condition. It is the balancing condition. When it reaches the zero condition, it means this weight and this weight is equal. So there is no deflection while the measuring of weight. So this type of measurement is called as null instrument. Null instrument, the instrument that is used to measure the things without any deflection, is called as null instrument or zero instrument. But the instrument is having the high accuracy. The accuracy of this type of instrument is very high, and sensitivity is also high. Sensitivity means जैसे बेटा आपने किसी को टच किया और एकदम आपको इफेक्ट मिले. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको मैं सिर्फ ये एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ, डोंट कंपेयर इट विद मेजरमेंट. अगर आप कोई मान लीजिए करंट थोड़ा सा लगता है तो आप एकदम हटेंगे ना. सो दिस इज योर सेंसिटिविटी. दिस इज योर सेंसिटिविटी. सो these type of instrument are very sensitive and these are very highly accurate. Okay. It uses a null detector which indicates the null condition when quantity and the opposite quantity are same. When you put the weight, standard weight in this, and you will put the equal amount of weight in this arm, then it is the balancing condition and you will get the measurement. So this type of measurement, instrument is called as null instrument. Null instrument. If you have any question, you can contact me, and you can also ask me on the Zoom lecture. Next is deflection instrument. Deflection instrument. डिफ्लेक्शन इंस्ट्रूमेंट बेटा मैं पहले आपको एग्जांपल दूंगा फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगा. डिफ्लेक्शन इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्या है? आपने एमीटर देखा होगा, वोल्ट मीटर देखा होगा. उसमें क्या है, आपका वायर कनेक्ट रहते हैं और आपका अगर कोई भी करंट फ्लो नहीं हो रहा है मीटर में तो आपको जीरो रीडिंग दिखाई देगी. जैसे ही आपका करंट फ्लो होना शुरू होगा वैसे ही आपका पॉइंटर मूव करेगा और आपको डिफ्लेक्शन के थ्रू शो होगा कि व्हाट इज द रीडिंग ऑफ दैट करंट. ठीक है. तो इस टाइप के जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट होते हैं दैट आर deflection instrument. The instrument in which the value of measuring quantity is determined through the deflection of pointer, and these type of instrument are called as deflection instrument. Okay. And second one is the most important thing. The measuring quantity deflects the pointer of the moving system, that is the measure instrument of the instrument which is fixed on calibrated scale. It means let us suppose this is a meter and there is a pointer that is zero. When current is flowing through this, it get deflected. So this scale which is present on the ammeter is calibrated in terms of temperature. Current is calibrated in terms of current. So this is how the measurement is done with the help of deflection instrument. The accuracy of these instrument is low. Why the accuracy is of these instrument is low? Because these instrument contains very mechanical devices, and each mechanical device is कंटेन सम फ्रिक्शन। बेटा जब कोई आपका मोशन की चीज होती है वहां फ्रिक्शन जरूर होता है, तो फ्रिक्शन अगर होगा तो हो सकता है आपको फ्रिक्शन की वजह से एग्जैक्ट रीडिंग ना मिले, सो दैट्स व्हाई द एक्यूरेसी इज लो एंड sensitivity is also less as compared to the null type instrument। क्योंकि आपका क्या है बेटा, आप जितना करंट फ्लो करोगे उतना ही करंट मूव करेगा, और जैसे ही आपने करंट बढ़ाया वो आगे मूव कर जाएगा। ठीक है, सो एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट आर प्रेशर गेज, एमीटर, वोल्ट मीटर। फॉर एग्जांपल आप ये देख सकते हैं, ये दो मैग्नेट्स हैं, मैग्नेट्स के बीच डिफ्लेक्शन हुआ है, ये आपका जीरो था इनिशियल, जैसे ही आपका करंट कैरिंग कॉइल आई वैसे ही आपका डिफ्लेक्शन हुआ और ये पॉइंटर आपका यहाँ पे आ गया, पॉइंटर आपका यहाँ पे आ गया। तो इस टाइप से वर्क करते हैं आपकी डिफ्लेक्शन इंस्ट्रूमेंट। नेक्स्ट इज एनालॉग एंड डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट। एनालॉग एंड डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट, एनालॉग इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स बेटा आपने एनालॉग का तो मतलब जानते होंगे, विच आर द कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम, द इंस्ट्रूमेंट whose output is the continuous function of time। Okay, so the physical quantity like voltage, current, power, energy are measured through analog instrument। analog instrument जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, वोल्ट मीटर है, मीटर है आपका, तो वो आपको इंडिकेट डिफ्लेक्शन शो करेंगे, और वो एनालॉग है, कंटिन्यूअस है, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन टाइम, कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम। सो एक्यूरेसी इनकी लो होती है एंड हाई सेंसिटिविटी होती है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट इज डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट। नेक्स्ट इज डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट। डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट आपने देखे होंगे, डिजिटल वेट मशीन, आपने कभी ग्रोसरी शॉप पे गए हो तो वहाँ डिजिटल वेट मशीन रहती है। ठीक है, सो द डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट गिव्स द आउटपुट इन न्यूमेरिकल फॉर्म। आपने देखा होगा तो आपको न्यूमेरिकल फॉर्म मिलती है। अब तो आपकी डिजिटल वॉच भी आने लगी है, तो डिजिटल वॉच में आपको टाइम भी डिजिटली दिखता है। द इंस्ट्रूमेंट इज मोर एक्यूरेट, वो आपको बेटा एक्यूरेट रिजल्ट देते हैं, क्योंकि वहाँ पे क्या है, अगर आप देखो तो डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट में तो आपके पास एक बटन होता है सेट एज जीरो, सेट एज जीरो। तो अगर आपका टाइम थोड़ा मतलब वेट या टाइम या कुछ गलत आ रहा है तो आप उसको सेट कर सकते हैं। सो द एक्यूरेसी इज मोर हाई टू एनालॉग इंस्ट्रूमेंट बिकॉज देयर इज नो ह्यूमन एरर अगर इन दिस रीडिंग। इसमें कोई ह्यूमन एरर नहीं हो सकती, क्योंकि आपने सेट जीरो किया है तो मशीन में सेट है पूरा, तो आपको जीरो रीडिंग मिल जाएगी, और आप उसके ऊपर वेट रख दीजिए तो वेट की रीडिंग आपको मिल जाएगी। जैसे मान लीजिए कभी कभी आप वेट नहीं रखते हैं, तब भी आपको दिखाई दे रहा है 2 ग्राम 3 ग्राम, तो शॉपकीपर या ग्रोसरी शॉपकीपर क्या करता है कि वो सेट जीरो बटन प्रेस कर देता है, वो जीरो सेट हो जाता है, उसके बाद वो वेट करके आपको दे देता है। इट मीन्स उसकी एक्यूरेसी ज्यादा हाई है ना, बट सेंसिटिविटी लेस है, उसकी सेंसिटिविटी लेस है, क्योंकि सब चीज उसमें ऑलरेडी दे रखी है आपको। सेट जीरो का ऑलरेडी बटन दे रखा है, अगर आपको वो 3 ग्राम या अदर कुछ रीडिंग दिखा भी रहा है तो आप उसे जीरो सेट कर दो। एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको बता ही दिया, डिजिटल वेट मशीन, डिजिटल थर्मोमीटर, ठीक है, एंड मैनी मोर। Okay, so we'll we are going to finish this lecture, and in the next lecture we are going to discuss this functional element of measuring system. If you have any doubt, you can contact me and you can message me. Okay, प्लीज आप इस वीडियो को देख लीजिएगा, और वीडियो को देख के अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो आप मेरे से पूछ सकते हैं। आप जब मैं जूम पे लेक्चर लूंगा तो आप वहाँ से भी पूछ सकते हैं। ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच।